Hello.
Hello,
Is it
am
fine
I
now?
audible? Yeah, it is.
Yes, you're audible. I can hear you clearly. Great. How
Okay.
are you, Mr. Raj? Finally, after a really long time and a lot of uh, weird things, we are here. How are
Yeah,
you?
of course. I am fine, doing well, and I must say that it is a lovely day for me because the early morning, somehow I checked. Just after waking up, I checked the slots and I got the chance to book a slot with you.
Oh my God. I am jamming to have you here today. Thank you so much. Tell me, how's the day turning?
Till now, it has been nice, and from here onwards, it will be nice as well.
Okay, great. And how's your English language learning going? Is it going great?
Yeah, of course, it is. And I would like to share another thing that
Hmm.
recently I have started. I have taken a subscription of international app called Cambly. So I was keen to know whether I'm able to interact with all these native speakers or not. Whether I would be
Okay.
able to catch their accent or would I be able to talk smoothly? Would the conversation go smoothly? So it has boosted my confidence to another level because I have interacted with different tutors out there in last 1 week or something, like tutors from America, Africa, Canada, Scotland, British. So it was nice experience for me that I have reached up to a level from where I can easily converse with these native speakers as well.
Wow, that's quite an achievement, definitely. See, whenever you talk to native speakers, it gives you a sense of pride that yes, now English is no more hurdle between my communicative skills. That's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing. So, with this great motivation, let's deep dive into today's topic. The topic for discussion is interviews. Have you gone through the topic?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I would like to state first that till now I have never attended any interview in my life.
Okay, all right. But would you like to ever appear in any interview?
I mean, I have applied as a tutor a few times on this app as well, but I have not reached up to the level where they take interview. So if they are taking that kind of interview, I would definitely like to get one to appear in
Okay, you said you applied as a tutor. Where?
an app called Clappingo, or I think I had tried on English Yari as well. I can't remember,
Okay, as
but
a
I have
tutor.
applied on two and three apps, and it was long way back. I mean, during the starting of this year, I had applied as a tutor.
Okay, all right. See, good things take time, isn't it?
Yes, of course. I mean, at that point of time, I thought that I have improved a lot. Let me try this as well. But then I got to know that, okay, there are so many things. I mean, I don't know why I had been rejected because I didn't get the answer from the app. It's like that they only if I they select, I would get the message and then I would go on with interview and all those things. So
I think
I
your
tried
spoken
to
English is already good. See, I said you in the
yeah,
last session as well. English teaching is not just about spoken English, it's a lot about your non-verbal skills or it's a lot on your personality development. So, for a
right,
time
right,
being, focus on building a personality where people get to learn a lot from you,
right.
right?
And sorry to interrupt, but I would like to finish what I was trying to put in here.
Please go ahead.
Sorry. So I was saying that that was the time I realized that okay, I have to work more on pronunciation and other non-verbal communication skills. And at that point of time, like I have been teaching at my local level, so I have been teaching a few students of spoken English as well, and one of them has got tremendous improvement. But if I talk about others, they they look for a better tutor than me. Probably that's what I felt, because they could not stay with me for more than 10 days or 2 weeks. So they were in search of a better tutor than me. It's not that they have told me, but I mean, they have not told me openly, but I have observed that. Maybe that could be,
You could sense it.
there could be another reason as well. But that's what I felt, that they are looking for a better tutor than me. So there
Mm-hmm.
is something that is lacking in me. I have to reach up to that level first, so
Absolutely.
that
I think a small
so that
incident here.
nobody, so that if anybody listens to me, he should be surprised, inspired, and at the same time feel confident that if I am under his guidance, I can improve tremendously. So if I reach that level, of course, there would be no question of rejection at all.
True. Rejections are really essential in life, Raj. This is something from my personal experience. So, when I was in school, um, I always had a great interest in writing poetries or reciting my poetries. But one day I thought, why not to try my hand in debating? Now, when I started my first debate, I realized that my voice was too mellow or too slow for a debating
Right,
culture. You need to raise your voice, you need to sound strong, or you need to make sure that whatsoever point you're putting forward, you feel it up. And the
right,
vocal cords play a cognizant role in that. So I was rejected at first, means rejected in the sense that I didn't get anything. Again, I tried,
right,
didn't get anything. Then one day I got baffled. Why is it happening with me? When I can recite poetry, why not debating is coming on my way? And spoken English wasn't that troublesome for me. Then I sat one day with myself and tried to note down what kind of things are required in debating. Okay? You know, we all have Google
right,
these days, you have GPT. Ask what kind of things are required to be a good trainer. Let's suppose you've written 10 points. Now, after 10 points, without keeping me as a center, ask yourself what are the things I am good at without being biased. Don't be like, oh, let me say yes, but I'm not deep inside. Unless and until your mind and body says yes, you're good at it, place a tick mark, otherwise, no. When I made a
right,
list, I realized voice plays an important role, and my voice was not soothing that time. It wasn't suiting
right,
the way it was required. Then hand gestures, there were many things. So in next debate, I wouldn't say I got selected. No, there are many failures simultaneously. But the
right.
moment I got the zest that these are the pointers which I need to check in, automatically I could stand by. So I would ask the
Of
same
course,
thing. Maybe they have rejected and they've not shared the reason. It's better you find the reason yourself.
right.
That can be done.
And that's why I have decided to continue my journey till the time I reach that level, or
Wow.
I feel confident enough to start, or at least my offline center works as good as if somebody comes, he should stick at least 3 and 4 months and go after a certain amount of improvement.
True. Absolutely. Upskill yourself, continue to do so. I'm happy to hear that you didn't stop learning. Learning is ever lasting process. This is commendable.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
great. Out of nowhere, we jumped over to the learning experiences, but it's fun. See,
Yeah,
you're a
sure.
trainer. If someone comes to you and say that I want to appear in interview soon, what kind of suggestions would you give to that learner? What are the things which a person should definitely take a note on before appearing in any interview?
Well, I personally think that if somebody is going to attend an interview, one should be well dressed formally, and then one should think about the kind of interview it is and the kind of knowledge that is required. So if you are going for an interview to appear as a tutor, you should be concerned about your subject. You should be confident about your subject, and then you should take the interview as a normal conversation. because the interviewer are there to check your knowledge as well as your skills to convey your message. So if you are comfortable and if you make it look like a normal conversation, you would be able to put the things that is in your head well enough to interviewers, and ultimately it will be a win-win situation for you and for the employers as well.
Mhm. Many a times we have seen people whenever we ask any question that I've been into HR segments, so I know after taking a lot of interviews how people react. They end up just saying something which is not true. Let's
Right,
suppose someone asks about their hobbies, they may say something which they have zero interest on. Let's suppose reading, so as to impress the interviewee.
right,
Do you think
of
such
course.
practices are good or they can hamper someone's growth?
That is a really bad thing to do, especially in interviews. That will
Hmm.
backfire on the interviewing, because if no matter what you are sharing, you would get follow-up question on that. So it's better to be yourself and present yourself in such a way that interviewer should understand that you are real and whatever you are sharing is the thing that you can actually do when you are selected.
Yes. Indeed. Otherwise, let's suppose the person start asking you, okay, you're interested in reading. Tell me which is the recent book you're reading, or tell me what's
Right,
the narrative. That time you will have no answer.
right,
This can be a turn-off moment for the interviewee. That okay, the person was lying. What if he was lying throughout the interview? This is the only lie I have captured, right?
right, right.
Okay. We talked about something which we should not do, as you said. What are the things we should always keep in mind? Do you think using idioms or phrases in interview is a good thing?
Why not? I mean, this is uh, an area where every learner wants to improve on. And I have talked about this to you earlier as well, that this is one of the reasons I wanted to interact with you, because I have come across different, almost more than 100 tutors till now, but I haven't seen all of them using idioms the way you use. And yet, all of them say, and of course, they use idioms as well. It's not that they do not use, but the way you use. I mean, I have gone through almost a dozen of your videos, and in every one of them, you use almost three and four idioms, which have, I mean, which were new to me. So that was another important thing. Let me come back to the question. I went in another uh,
It's a
way at
This
all.
is the flow of language. I think this is the
Yeah,
beauty of conversation. You flow from
right.
one end to the other.
So if I talk about using idioms and phrases, it is
Hmm.
not compulsory to use them. So you should be comfortable enough to use only those idioms which you can use uh, you can use properly. It should not seem like you are trying to put in to express or to impress others.
So true. You should not impose. It should come as a flow. It should be. Let's suppose I want to use an idiom. I should use it in a layer where the other person will not even feel, okay, she has used idiom here. At times it
Right,
happens where people emphasize on that I am using an idiom. You know,
right,
So it should be subtle and not everywhere you can use idiom. This is something which one should have the clarity in head. Same goes with business English. The reason why I don't appreciate using idioms or phrases in a formal setup is because there are some idioms which are informal. Same goes
right.
with some phrasal verbs which we cannot use or some slangs. So whenever you
Of
are in a
course,
professional setup, either you should be well aware of what kind of idioms I can use. If you're not sure, it's better you resist, isn't
right.
it?
Yeah, of course. And another thing with this idioms and phrase that I have been going through, that when I started searching about IELTS speaking, it is said, I mean, I have interacted with a few moderators on this part that they continuously say that you have to use it. You have to use different idioms, but at the same time, I have come across another teachers as well. They have told me that okay, it it should come naturally, and that is how it should be. It is not a compulsion to use, but if it comes naturally, you can go ahead, and there is no special marks for using idioms, or your
Yes.
marks will not be cut if you are not using it. So you should be well aware of that.
But I believe idiomatic expressions are the fun segment of learning English. Let's
Yeah, of
suppose
course,
you are
and
learning without anything.
that is why it makes the conversations look better and
Yes, it helps you
stylish.
to
Like
level.
it seems that okay, she has or she or he has expertise in this language when they use it.
Yes, definitely. And see, as you said, natural. Number two, you should be aware of where I should use items.
Correct.
Let's suppose I am going to the market and I'm having a conversation with a street vendor, or maybe at a restaurant. You should be aware of with whom I'm having a conversation. Maybe that time they cannot understand you. The meaning of a
Correct.
conversation is to make someone understand what you're trying to say.
Right.
Right? It's all about passing the information through words. So that's what I believe. That make sure you sound so natural that the other person do not feel that you are uh, overshadowing him or her.
Right.
There's a thin line. Okay, coming back to the interviews, there are many times where introduction turns up to be a rhythmic tone for people, as we are well aware of that. Okay, these are the things I need to say in terms of my introduction. So whenever interviewee ask, introduce yourself, people end up saying it in one stretch, as if they've crammed it up. Of course, everyone
Right.
has a way to present introduction. So I would like to ask you, what would be your tips and guides for someone who wants to introduce formally?
That is a tough question because I have been looking for the answer to myself that how would I present myself. But if I have to take a guess or think about it, I would say that it should, once again, it should be natural. And it's like there is no need to use good words or fancy words. It should be in normal words itself.
Okay.
And it should be precise as well. Like if we are trying to explain where we belong to, then instead of saying the village name and the state name, we can simply say that I belong to Patna and I have been living since childhood here. I am a become graduate and I have done this and these things which is required for this job. So I have expertise in that, and I think that I can be a valuable assets for the organization. So we should end like this.
Can you say the word asset?
Assets.
It's not asset, asset. It can be
Asset.
a valuable asset for the family. Yeah, for the
Asset.
company.
Yeah, right.
Okay, there's some words I've written in the chat box, need not to open, otherwise, I'll tell it up. First one is remember, we discussed the same word earlier. It's level. Quick. Level.
Label. Label. Yeah.
Level.
I have a problem with this as well. Like I have been working on a few sounds. So when I'm pronouncing the word itself, it comes that way. But in the flow, I go the old way that I have been pronouncing. So that the V and B, sometimes I end up saying label
No
instead of
worries.
label.
See,
Yeah,
you're well aware of the fact that we have synonyms in English. It's why to say level. I would like to hit the mark, hit the target, right?
yeah, of
Unless
course.
until I reach the position or I reach the point where I feel I'm capable enough, many other points are there. Position,
Yeah,
huh?
sure, sure. But it is like a challenge. I mean, if I keep using, it's like I am trying to avoid something. So there would
Uh,
be another word with that sound. What would I do then? So that is
mhm.
why I remember another thing that we had discussed in last session as well. When I was using sure every time,
Yes.
almost every time I used yeah, sure, sure, sure. So
Sure,
this is
obviously.
another yeah. The sure is
Of course.
something that I have been working on. S and SS sound, and that is why I come up with this word that it is like an pronunciation practice no matter where I'm saying it.
Yes. We need to make sure that whatsoever we say, um, I'll tell you one thing, this is quite interesting. So once I was reading an article in my class, and I felt that it was a point where I was in college. Come on, in college days I was good according to myself. So my teacher said that, Shruti, you need to work on your pronunciation. I had a huge shock that what is she saying? I need to work on my pronunciation. I never felt that I have MTI, or neither I said something incorrectly. Then why should she, why she said it? She said some words are differently pronounced by you, not wrongly pronounced, differently pronounced. See,
Okay,
if I want to say compulsory, okay,
right.
people think as compulsory, it's compulsory,
Yeah,
compulsory.
compulsory. Right,
Even saying compulsory is not wrong. You are able to express, the other person will get what you are saying. But the
right,
exact
right.
pronunciation is somewhat different.
The
So
another
focus.
thing that I can recall here, development. So we
Ah,
say
yes,
development, but it is development and something like that.
development. Yeah, there are many other ways. So I would say the same for you. As you said, pronunciation, some words are differently pronounced in your case as well. So just always, whenever you go through your recording, you can have a small box or a small notepad where you can write down, like reason.
Reason,
Reason.
reason.
The sound. It's not
Okay,
sir sound. The reason.
yeah, Joe. These are the sounds that I'm working on, and that's
Yeah, I
why
have written
these
it
are
down in
difficult.
the box today.
Of course,
Yes. And it's not confident. I want to sound confident. Confident.
confident, confident. Okay,
Yes, confident. Asset,
yeah,
compulsory, reason, level.
label. Yeah, right,
Yeah, like this. And see, when you were saying that I don't think I'm up to the level, we can make sure that we use different words so that we don't sound monotonous. The conversation should be on a great level, whether anyone who's
right,
listening to you feel that, oh, Mr. Raj has a great set of vocabulary words with him. He
right.
knows how to express, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
sure.
Yes. Did I give you one task last time? Did I give you anything to do?
Of course, you suggested me to read something and record that.
Record. Are
So
you doing it?
yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay. If you are doing it, I would suggest you one thing. Now it's time for you to level your conversation to the next. How? Earlier you were reading. Okay, now, while recording, you don't have to read, you just have to speak whatsoever comes in your brain. Okay?
Right,
Slightly, we'll take a leap towards our presentation. Of course, our
okay,
main motive is working on the voice modulation. That's why I'm asking you to repeat or record yourself. But now,
right.
the next challenge is where you ask your brain, I have to speak. I'm not here to read from anywhere. Maybe for first
So
day, you'll not be able to speak more than a minute. But once you continue, you would have a grip where you can express for good 3, 4, 5 minutes. Okay?
I would like to add one thing here that I have been doing all this, like recording myself while speaking. So I would pick some topic, and most of the time it feels like that there is lack of knowledge in the topic itself. That's why I'm unable to speak. So that is
Oh,
altogether a different thing. But some most often I try to speak something related to cricket because that is a favorite topic of mine.
and you have a
So
knowledge about it.
I end up saying a lot. Like last day I recorded it and I was surprised that I spoke for 20 minutes without stopping.
Wow.
And then while going through that, it became troublesome for me that, okay, I do not have this much time now. Let's
Time to
leave it.
listen what
I
I've said
can't do
already.
that. Yeah,
And the
I
challenge
can't
is you
review
feel
my own
with your
record.
voice. You feel,
Yeah,
how am I speaking? I could have improved. It happens. So, to answer the question, you said that sometimes you feel you don't have knowledge. The best way is called passive reading. Okay.
yeah,
So, this is something my trainer told me once that, and I always suggest my learners to. Let's suppose the topic for discussion is, let's suppose examinations or maybe Indian education system.
right.
If I put you today with a mic that you have to speak and you have to address the audience, maybe you'll not be able to justify it up. The best way is 10-20 minutes before, or maybe a day before, you read any article on the topic. Just read.
Yeah,
Do not cram or mug
yeah, of
up or
course.
try to learn. Just read. One read. Shut it up. Now your brain has a premix. Before we before we cook anything, we have a premix. Let's chop
Right,
onions, potatoes, so that we can have it all together. We can assemble. So the same has to be done for your brain. You're giving a premix. Now the next day when
right.
you're trying to record, you cannot give this excuse that I had limited knowledge. I've already fed your brain,
Yeah, right.
right?
And another feedback that I would like to share with you, which I got from another tutor, so he was saying to me this, that Raj, nobody has knowledge of everything. So no
True.
matter which the topic is, you have to connect it with other things. So if somebody is asking you about education, you can connect it with the school and college life of your experience, or maybe
Yes.
something else, something that has come in the system right now. So you can add things upon that. So you have to interlink different topics and then keep on speaking. So that is
Yes.
another way. And I have tried that as well. But even after that, when I say that I feel myself that when I speak, it sounds like a learner is speaking. So I have to cross that level first. And that is why sometimes I feel that I'm stuck because it's been more than 6 months and I'm still hovering around B1, B2, B1, B2. So I have taken a few tests and then it comes like sometimes I touch B2, then go back to B1. So then I accepted all this that okay, this is time taking process. I have to
It's
continue
a skill.
and let's take it the time. I will reach up to the C1 or C2 sometimes
True.
soon.
This is all about learning and enjoying. Fall in love with the journey, and the destination would be worth watching, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a small tip for you before the session disconnect. Next time, whenever we meet, just do one thing. You said cricket is your favorite topic. I won't give you cricket as a topic then. The topic for
Ah,
you is that you have to share one memory from your college life. Okay.
okay. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
here. Now, the thing is, before coming to the session, you can think about the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the words exactly, but think about or imagine the moment when you come in. It would be like a short presentation from your side. Now, here we cannot make excuse that I didn't have knowledge because it is going to be from your life. Secondly,
Yeah,
we'll
right.
learn how can I execute whatsoever I have here, the emotions.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
All right. So, looking forward to a great session ahead. I hope you enjoyed this one, Mr. Raj.
Yes, of course. Like the earlier one, it is lovely one, and I look forward to having a session with you all the time. So, like, if I correctly remember, I had a session with you on 17th of October, and from there onwards, almost every day, I was checking your profile.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Bear with me. From
Yeah,
tomorrow onwards, I'm trying to open more slots if possible. Let's see if I could accommodate.
yeah, sure. I mean, uh, of course, like it is the uh, situation of timing. It's not possible, and because there are many learners, so it's okay. Whenever we get the opportunity, it's good, and I'm
Yes.
looking forward to that.
Looking
So
forward as
have a
well.
nice
Thank you
time
so
ahead.
much. Yes. Have
Yeah,
a productive day too. Thank you.
thank you.